Well. All my Arsenal fans, I was going to come on here and start talking about Arsenal West Ham preview. Oh, it's going to be a game. But guess what has happened? And a lot of you would have heard the news already, but all the speculation was happening yesterday, and I refused to talk about it because I was like, you know what, he's going to get disciplined. But I didn't think that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang would actually lose the Arsenal captaincy, one. And then on top of that, he's not playing Wednesday. Now, according to the Arsenal website, and this is a short clip here, not even clip, just a description of what's going on. The title is longer than the description. The title is, following his latest disciplinary breach last week, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will no longer be our club captain and will not be considered for selection for Wednesday's match against West Ham United. We expect all of our players, particularly our captain, to work to the rules and standards we have all set and agreed. We are focused on tomorrow's match. Copyright 2020, the Arsenal Football Club, PLC, blah, 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 blah. And that is it. I mean, it is short, concise, to the point. Well, my peoples, all of my Arsenal fans, I will tell you this as of right now. And I know he's probably going to watch, but Apollo, it's coming. Granit Xhaka will be named the captain of Arsenal Football Club. I'm telling you, it is going to happen. Xhaka will be leading Arsenal out. I just see the stench of that decision. It's coming. And it's coming tomorrow night in the shape of Granit Xhaka wearing the captaincy. So to all my Arsenal fans, to all the boo boys out there, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you have to know I'm not a Granit Xhaka fan. I was always indifferent about him when he came to Arsenal. He had some good moments, he had some bad, but I was like, it's fine. But after his behaviour, when he got sent off and pretending that he's Hulk Hogan, throwing the shirt down, and his just general behaviour, and not even an apology to the Arsenal fans, for me, I'm done with Xhaka. I'm done with his red cards, silly fouls, unnecessary fouls, blatant mistakes. For me, I am done with him. But Arteta isn't. They gave him a new deal. They clearly look at him as like a captain. And he will be the obvious one to replace Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I'm sorry, but he's probably going to be the guy. Because all the other players, the argument will be that they're all new, that they're all fresh. And I will say that even though I'd prefer a Tierney, a Gabriel, a Ramsdale, even Martin Odegaard, who I'm also not that big of a fan, but he is improving. I'm warming up to him, just a little, warming up to him. But Granit Xhaka, that's Arteta's man. I could smell the stench of it from a mile away. What does this mean for Aubameyang? He's also done. I expect Aubameyang to leave in the summer. Don't think anything will happen in January. I'd be shocked if anything happened in January, but I expect Aubameyang will be gone in the summer, along with Lacazette. I know that there are talks about Lacazette potentially being offered a new deal. Let's not go that far. I know that we don't want to start from afresh, but hey, this is the Arteta regime. To start from afresh, let's do it. We'll lose Aubameyang, we'll lose Laka in the summer. Eddie, I don't think will also sign a new deal unless, literally, it would have to be like if Lacazette starts, Eddie has to be the guy to be the one coming up on for Laka, which I don't see that being the case every time. I don't think Arteta has that level of trust in Eddie, even though I think he likes Eddie as a player, and I think that he sees a lot of potential with him there. I don't think that he has that unequivocal, undeniable trust in him to be able to have him be a genuine backup and to be a rotation player coming up off the bench. I don't see it. What this means is long term, the whole fabric of our striker role needs to be replaced. We will need a main front man, and we will need a backup. For me, we also need a right winger as well, because even though no one's really talking about it right now, Pepe, he's also done out here. There's no way you're trying to tell me that Pepe is going to accept being a bit part player at Arsenal when Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Martinelli are coming on ahead of him when he hasn't really done anything wrong. And again, Pepe is another player who I'm not that great big of a fan of, but I do understand that, you know, he has a quality, and even though I don't think that he was never worth the 72 million that we bought for him, I do think at the very least he is a decent player. And surely, you know, if we have an injury or suspension, or if players are tired, I have no problem with Pepe coming up off the bench and, you know, trying to give something. I mean, he's not useless. I just don't think that he's worth the 72 million that we paid for him. And I think he's a bit one-dimensional as well, because on that, especially on that right side, for me on the left, it's been the best that I've seen from him. But nevertheless, Arteta sure has a job on his hands. Edu has a job on his hands, because now things are spiraling completely out of control. I don't see how Aubameyang stays at Arsenal for another season. Like, he definitely is gone in the summer. And I think it would be a fair argument to say that he might be gone in January. But who would come and purchase Aubameyang? Like, who really would? You know, I'm hearing talks about Juventus, which I think I think it's all rubbish. I've heard Barcelona, I think it's all rubbish. I've heard Real Madrid, I think it's all rubbish. I've heard Newcastle, and I think it's just all rubbish. Like, a lot of the rumours linking Aubameyang way right now are just kind of people using news that it's out there and trying to piece things together, trying to, you know, use some bit of logic around it. But there is nothing there to say that, besides the fact that he has been stripped of the captaincy, that Barcelona actually want him, that Real Madrid actually want him, that obviously Newcastle probably would, but that Juventus want him. So for me, it is a tough one. But I gotta say, I'm incredibly surprised on how quick this has gone. I mean, tomorrow's Wednesday, you know, and even though I've always said that the Arsenal captaincy is a poison chalice, and that our captains leave in some way, shape, or form, maybe this is a good thing for Granit Xhaka to get the captaincy, because then somehow, some way, he will leave Arsenal Football Club. But Aubameyang is done. And that's my opinion. I do think he's done. Leave your comments below if you disagree with me. I don't see how a player comes back from this. Unless this is one of these situations whereby Aubameyang gave up the captaincy because he knew, like, he wasn't good enough. I was listening to TalkSport yesterday, and Gabriel Agbonlahor talked about how he gave up the captaincy at Aston Villa because he just wasn't following club procedures. And with him, it wasn't a lateness thing. Like, he went out on holiday and then he got caught smoking shisha, and the club found out and they suspended him. And things like this happened before, and he said, you know what, like, I'm going to give the captaincy to someone else. And he got a lot of criticism for it. I, however, in my opinion, think that that is the signs of a captain, to identify, you know what, this is what's wrong with me. I'm going to go ahead and fix this, but somebody else should come take the baton and run with it going forward. So I got to say, like, well done to him for that. And maybe that's the situation with Aubameyang. I am sure Arteta in the press conference, when it comes out, is going to get nothing but questions in and around this overall. I mean, to be honest, I even expect him to make a joke. Klopp did a joke recently before Liverpool faced Aston Villa and said that I'm not going to answer any questions on Steven Gerrard, and then laughed. So, I mean, maybe Arteta should do something similar. Like, I'm here to talk about the West Ham game, not about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Who knows? Who knows? But Arsenal fans, what do you think? Definitely leave your comments below. Interested to hear what everybody has to say about this. Please do remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I will be putting out. I'll be putting out another video a bit later on because I think that this topic in itself deserved a video all by itself. Talking about the West Ham game, I think that there are some interesting caveats coming up within that West Ham game that needs to kind of be discussed, and I really don't want to cram everything into this one. So yeah. So guys, thank you once again for listening, for watching in. Do remember to leave your comments below. I'm interested to hear what everybody has to think about this jaw-dropping news, or maybe to some. Yeah, and then I will see you all next time.